Okay, 8 ball is working. Brightness is fixed. Ah, yes, we were in the swamp. Let's go follow the bouncing balls. Ooh, and Gambi's first. Good job, Gambi. Thanks, Gambi. I visited your stream for a bit yesterday, but it was kind of brief because I found out you were streaming kind of late. I was just about to head to bed. This soldier died from multiple arrow wounds. Clearly a victim of the blockade. Wait, do I have to go back?
They must be with the Royalists. Get them! Okay, that quest is sending me another way. That quest is sending me the other way. I guess it was tracking the wrong quest. Okay, this way makes more sense.
I know that man. Lord Devonsey. I've seen him before, or heard the name.
You never served with the Royal Army, did you? How else could you have met?
No, I don't remember meeting him, but I know his face. Hang on. I've seen him in a portrait. Standing right next to my father. More brown in his hair, and not so much of the silly sideburns, but it was him. There were others in the portrait too. Legionnaires, all of them. We should tell Odo about this, when we see him again.
Ooh, a surviving legionnaire. Nice. I was turned around by the cinematic. Thanks for the hydrate, for patting the cat, and for stretching me out. Meow. Hydrate.
poor love. That sounds busy.
Ugh, disgusting creatures. I'd sooner kill rats.
Ew, leeches!
One more down. Look here. These roots are like a primitive door or a gate.
Well, love, I have pegged this time for like 2 years now, so... I was first. I don't care for the boys. It's their problem they're streaming when I am. Good, good. Nothing new, you say? Holy, that's a lot. Isn't it too early to play a horror game for a show, though? Or did he make it to Japan? Not sure anymore. Okay, that's blocked. Isn't it too early for Shoto's stream if he's playing a horror game?
Damn natives. You made short work of them. I'm glad we're on the same side. We got split up from the rest of our party in the confusion. We're heading back to camp, but if you find the others, please help them.
Those bastards are hitting kinda hard. Thankfully, they are also dying pretty easily. Oh, I see. Yeah, that does sound like his shit. Oh, God damn it. I'm still clearing out the cough. $3 ago. Damn. You missed pretty much the entire stream. Yeah, fair. It's good to watch somebody play and enjoy the hell out of a game you wouldn't usually enjoy yourself. These shrunken heads are not those of slain enemies, but of the first people themselves. By binding the spirits of the dead inside their own heads, the first people prevent their kin from returning to the river of souls and merging with hated foreign people. Ooh, level play horror games with Shay, nice! Well, horror games are much easier and much more fun with friends.
There, look. The savages haven't seen us yet, but this is the edge of their village. Phineas and the other prisoners are probably being held on the far side, or maybe in the trees above.
They have the advantage of numbers.
But we have the advantage of surprise, and their numbers will count for little in that maze of platforms and islands. Once we get to the other side, on open ground, that will be the real test.
Yay, Tondo, for ending your stream! Send his people here!
Do you have a strategy in mind?
Everything depends upon finding their leader, the Chief Shaman. If we take him alive, we can negotiate from a position of strength. Damn, they've seen us. We're out of time.
One more down.
What about the peeps on this side? Did they make it? Probably not. Ooh, naughty, naughty Tonto. Shouldn't my fire damage do more damage to these things? Ow. 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 Raining pets? Oh my. Here it can't make up its mind if it wants to be shining in my eyes or raining. Oh, I accidentally took the correct path. Yay me! Stop giving me stuff for characters you're not giving me!
We are Urshamesh. We bow before no outsider.
I don't want you to bow, I want you to die.
You are not welcome here. You bring fire and poison to our home. You kill our sacred trees, and you move the crawlers to madness. Now you kill my seed in my village. I come to tell you that you will stop, or Marugatum will send you to the River of Souls.
You brought this on yourselves when you kidnapped our allies. You started this fight, not us.
We Urshamesh did not start any fight. For years you bring your beasts of fire and spoil the land. You kill warriors in metal and Urshamesh warriors. It matters not. Always it is the same. No peace in my village or outside in the damp.
There's only one thing we want, and that's the men you took from us.
And why should I return your warriors? You have killed many of my seed. You have burned the ground and poisoned our waters with your dead.
It was Jane Cassinda who burned your swamp and killed your people, not us. I ordered my army to leave you alone.
You fought in the damp and killed Urshamesh for years. You now speak names unknown to Maru Yictum to hide the truth. You are all enemies. When our blades pierce your heart, Maru Yictum will feed your flesh to the crawlers.
I just killed the trash.
Rally to me.
Maru's had enough. Let's go after him. Up those roots. One more down. Back into
Ouch.
the fray.
Dude, just kill them and then pick me up.
I am in your debt.
Can't take much more of this.
I'll hold the savages here. Go on ahead. Find the captain.
I'm not giving you my free XP. Enjoy the lurk, love. Thanks for the hydrate, cat.
Trouble ahead.
So fun to see them fall off the tree. Speaking of. How is the drawing going, Cat? I see you've been doing a lot of drawing streams lately. This is kind of good. I'll switch the bracer. It's trash. Lucas doesn't have anything new. And off to kill another boss thing. Yeah, the bats are really cute. I adore them.
Prepare yourself for death.
I'd rather prepare you for death. Ow.
Death will claim you, Firebringer, and I will...
Ow, ow, ow,
Not
tentacles.
all that in the damp, walk softly, outsider.
Not doing well here.
No! My god! They knocked out my...
Please, I don't want to die in some savage's cookpot.
We are Urshamesh. We bow people.
Much obliged.
See if I ever go into a bloody swamp again. We're with you, Legionnaire. Death will claim you, Firebringer, and I will not stop it.
I thought I was dead for certain. Thank you for getting me out of there.
We are Urshamesh.
I have your back, friend.
We
Thank
bow
the
people.
saints. I was sure we were done for. Oh, saints. How do we fight a man like that?
Ow, 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 ow. Stop summoning ads, you bastard!
Death will claim you, Firebringer, and I will not.
Feels like they knocked out my guy again. Where did they knock him out?
Come, my warriors. Show them the pride of the Urshamesh.
Hi already.
Stop. Put down your blade, Firebringer. No
I don't
warrior
wanna.
has defeated Maru Yetum since he first whispered with Nagog. I will not fight you. Your spirit is stronger.
Uh-huh.
Today, all Urshamesh know the Firebringer's power and give respect. Take your warriors back and walk in peace.
Now you want peace, now that your ass was handed to you. Fucking piece of shit.
You've been beaten. Don't forget this. We'll defend ourselves again if need be.
None of my warriors will forget. We will not challenge you again. It has always been this way. If the strongest of us cannot kill you, then no Urshamesh will. Take this charm. It is known to the roots and vines that I command, and they will bow before you to let you pass. Walk free amongst my seed and in peace.
Oh, now you want peace, you piece of peace.
We kill half their tribe, and suddenly we're friends. Stupid system of diplomacy, if you ask me.
We give
Fair
you
enough.
this offering, Firebringer. Take it.
Oh, I'm not saying no to an offering.
There is an outsider female here. She is not like you.
Yeah.
Maru Yetum is wise and powerful. We will always follow his word.
Mm-hmm.
Our warriors will not fight one that is greater. Walk in peace.
The damp is not safe for your people.
Yeah, we want to get out of it too.
I'm glad to be free, but I'm sorry that so many natives had to die. I wish there could have been a less violent solution. The Urshamash are a fascinating people. It's like they've taken all of our values and turned them on their heads, and then shrunk them. Yes, those babbling heads are more than a little revolting, but the natives have their reasons for that too. I apologize. It's been a trying day and I ramble.
You seem a bit taken with the first people. A little odd, since they might have killed you.
The Queen has my loyalty first, but I was a scholar before I was a soldier. These villagers are endlessly interesting. They may be savage, but they're not evil. They just want to be left alone. Not so different from most people, really.
What are those talking heads that I've seen around the village?
They're Urshamesh ancestors. It's really quite unusual. For these people, death is the ultimate tragedy. Not in the way that you or I might think, though. For them, a spirit that returns to the River of Souls is forever lost to his clan. A most terrible fate. So when a kinsman dies, they capture his soul, and then place it in his shrunken head. I haven't the foggiest idea how they do it. And those chattering heads, they're a dour bunch.
Is it true? Can you get us out of the swamp?
Indeed. I never thought studying old dwarven lore would turn me into such a valuable instrument of war. That certainly wasn't my intention. Lord Devonsey is a good friend. He would not have left me, even if I didn't have my magic. But now that I'm free, I should be able to fashion a bridge of mud and roots. It's a bit larger than anything I've done before, but I'll manage.
Good boy.
Geomancy seems different from the magic of the Legion. How does it work?
Because geomancers use their magic to move the earth, many have likened the art to the undisciplined chaos of shamanism or witchcraft. In actuality, it's a form of magic that demands patience. Conveying this essence is difficult. After all, whole libraries are dedicated to the art.
Fair enough.
You might say that molding the energies isn't unlike a gem cutter's work, carefully shaping the rough stone into a polished jewel.
How did you learn about the dwarves and their magic? Did you have a teacher?
No, sadly. We've suffered many losses in our service to the Queen. And to my shame, that included the dwarves under her care. We simply don't know if there are any survivors. No clans have contacted us. And even the great mine of Glitter Delve, where Her Majesty lives, is empty. I learned all that I know by studying the tomes there, and I'll continue to preserve what I can. It's a small act of penance for so great a sacrifice.
Aww, poor dwarves.
The sooner we can leave this swamp, the better. Can you raise the land bridge soon?
As soon as we return to the camp, I'm sure we'll be moving out soon.
I must be off. My road takes me to Stonebridge.
Indeed. We are all in your debt. These are troubling times, but your actions remind me of kinder days. Days when the Legion and the Crown served one another. May we meet again.
Firebringer, may you walk this village in peace.
You fight uncommonly well. The savages won't trouble us again, not after such a rout. I'll gather the rest of my people and meet you back at our camp.
Our shamans can speak with the roots. Did you see them move for you?
Our shamans whisper with Nagag. It is he who gives them power.
Ooh. Considering I don't have any of those. Interesting to get some. Okay. Let's float off.
She doesn't look anything like the first people.
So you're the one who led the attack. Was it worth it? I can only hope that the lives you took were necessary. I came here because I didn't want to serve Azanai through war. Now that you've done your fighting, you might help me tend to its victims. I've been collecting materials from the swamp that I can use as remedies and cures. Will you help me find more?
Well, I was trying not to fight them, but they wouldn't have it other way, so yes.
This isn't the place I'd expect to find an Azunite. How did you get here?
I was once an apprentice alchemist. A promising one, I might add. When my father fell gravely ill, I found that none of my cures would help him. I prayed and prayed, and Azunai saved my father. Since then, I've dedicated my life to his service. Unfortunately, most Azunites seem to think that spilling blood in Jane Cassinder's name is the only true means of worship. I teach the children and help the villagers with my remedies. It's a simple life, but better than fighting in Jane Cassinder's army.
Fair enough.
What are you looking for? Gathering a few roots doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
If only it were that easy. I've no shortage of bog plants, but slug eggs, that's a different story. They have extraordinary healing properties. With all the bloodshed that's taken place here, the villagers have need of such aid.
I must be off. I will look for the eggs when I'm in the bog.
Thank you. And be careful out there. The slugs can be rather vicious.
I don't mind helping.
One more down.
You better be turning to a butterfly when it's done growing. Okay, let's see what's here first. Ow.
Thank Azunai. Now we have a chance. I don't know who you are, but you just walked into a frack's nest of trouble. Good thing Roderick sent you. We wouldn't have survived. You have our thanks. We should be able to make it back to the camp on our own. We'll tell Roderick what happened, but I'm sure he'll want to thank you himself.
Bayonetta? Oh, butterfly. Yeah. Well, those were some pretty huge slugs. They would make gorgeous butterflies. Ow. Yeah, that was a little bit disgusting. Okay, this probably has the eggs here.
whole nest of slugs. Careful of their eggs, or they'll attack us all at once. One more down. By all the arses of all the saints! What is that stench?
You don't want to know, dude. You don't. Just don't.
Heads up!
I think I got most of the annoying things. That's probably gonna hurt. Ancient Leech, you. Place is dying pretty easily. Let's deliver the eggs. Get some healing for the idiots that tried to kill me. Come on, Shiny, hurry it up.
You're back. Were you able to find any slug eggs?
I have them here. They aren't the most pleasant things to handle.
Let me lighten your burden then. Truly, stranger, thank you. I never thought an ally of the Royalist army would help me. Let me give you some of my supplies. They'll be of use to you on the road. May Azunai watch over you.
Okay, getting some upgrades. Oops, wrong direction. Run away! Eek. Ooh, look at her splash around in the bog in human form. But when I shift, the water just moves out of my way. God damn it. Yeah, it's mostly just a residual cough left and some issues with my smell and taste still, but other than that, I'm much better.
I can hardly believe it. All my men have returned, safe and sound. It may not seem like much, but believe me when I say that you've given us hope. Raised the morale of the men. Please, take these supplies. We'll say they fell off the wagon on the way to Glitterdelve. You've more than earned them.
That was interesting.
We go our separate ways from here. Pity to see you go. The Queen could use good people like yourselves.
A pity also that my freedom was purchased in blood. The first people were only safeguarding their land. From their point of view,
That's more than enough, Phineas. I'll not hear any ungrateful talk, not in front of our benefactors.
Let him speak his mind. I admire his candor, at least.
Next time I blurt out something heartfelt at an awkward moment, I'll remember you said that.
The boy never lacked for sincerity or nerve, just like his father in that.
You speak of Phineas's father as if you knew him well. Who was he?
An old friend, a comrade in arms, many years gone.
Ooh, the kid is one of ours. He's one of the Legionnaire kids.
Once I've crossed the bog, what's the fastest route to Stonebridge?
On the far side of the water, you'll find an old trading road. It should bring you straight to Stonebridge.
Now that we've rescued your people, where will you go?
I'll march what forces I have to Glitterdelve. Try to get there ahead of Jane Cassinda. With these cannons, we can mount a respectable defense. We'll hold Jane's army at every gatehouse, every choke point. Keep the Queen out of enemy hands. But it's no longer a question of victory. Not with the forces I have left, and no allies to support us.
How long will it take to raise the land bridge?
Not long. I'll begin straight away.
If our fortune holds, then Jane Cassinda will not have reached Glitterdelve, not yet. We'll march to Queen Rosalind's side as quickly as we can. Perhaps we'll see each other again before this war is done.
We promised you a road out of the swamp. Follow me.
Really? That's all? Could have probably just jumped that much.
Fresh air at last. Stonebridge can't be far. If I remember the old maps, the city is just south and west of here.
Those are red.
I thought I might find you here on this road. Did you think you could escape Lescanzi vengeance?
You want revenge? And why is that?
You slaughter us by the score, butcher us like animals, and you dare to ask why? I am Svarbog, son of Zarya the Witch, who died at your hand. You will answer for her death, and for the deaths of all my kin.
You were paid to attack me, I was just defending my ass. Really hate when the bad guys are acting like the victims. If none of you fucking assholes tried to kill me... this is Svarbog, not Swarog. He can stand his bog. Thanks for the hydrate, love.
patting, all the good stuff.
Also, I'd rather fight this guy than Savarog. Don't I know that? I didn't know you had Nihility characters. Oh, you mean the when you get Nihility from the cards. I was like, wait, Love got wealth and didn't tell me? There's no way that happened. Wait, which one was Nihility then? Cause Sampo is the wind thingy. Fair enough. Ah, I see. Debuffs. Yeah. I was rushing through reading that information when I was gaming. Okay, let's save. Oh, that's a robot.
Welcome to Stonebridge. I see you are a 10th Legionnaire. I'm instructed to treat you with tepid disdain and mistrust. Your nation, faction, race, or institution has a negative history in our city. Local constables will keep you under careful observation. Please state the nature of your visit to our fair city.
There's no need for the hostility. We're here on Legion business.
The official census indicates that 0 citizens in Stonebridge are registered members of the 10th Legion. Perhaps you're in the wrong city? Regardless of your reasons, Stonebridge is open to the public. You are free to go, unless you require further assistance.
What sort of assistance does a talking construct provide?
I'm a constable model automaton. I provide peacekeeping support, navigational assistance, and feline wrangling services.
Feline wrangling service? Cat! Do we need to send the automaton for you? Stupidity at its best.
Tell me more about this city.
Just ask the Stonebridge Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. This city is a beacon of innovation, commerce, and technology. Marvel at the elaborate system of gears that power the city. Behold our markets of plentiful goods. Inhale non-fatal doses of smog.
No.
Stonebridge is home to men and goblins dedicated to freedom and self-reliance. It is also home to thousands of feral house cats.
Thousands of feral house cats. Oh my god. Oh, he's also slowing them down. Explains why mom is having a much easier time when she's using shampoo in her fight.
We're looking for the Grand Chapter House.
The Grand Chapter House is located on the south side of the Central Plaza. It is officially vacant, but some treasure seekers have gone inside. They have not come back out.
As they should.
We'll be on our way.
Be advised, causing a disturbance may result in fines, detainment, bodily harm, or death. Enjoy your stay.
Okay, those NPCs were not in the mood to talk to us. Whoa. Stonebridge has decided to really answer to its name. Damn. Wanted, the criminal mastermind known as Dapper Old Gent, for theft, sabotage, and wanton destruction of city property.
Offhand, how many fingers would you say a person really needs? Oh, no reason.
Stonebridge. Hasn't been a legionnaire in this city for almost 30 years.
Rusk Ketzler Memorial Bridge. Commissioned by Lord Mayor Rupert Ketzler in the year 1182, in honor of his brother Rusk, a hero of Ebb. Funded by donations from the Mietznoon family, the Brimwallow Foundation, and citizens like you. From the north side of the bridge passes by many passers-by may observe the entrance of the Great Foundry in the city's lower ward. Another poster for the Dapper Gent.
We don't want any trouble with the Legion. This city's been prosperous these 30 years. We want to keep it that way.
Oh, I'm gonna bring you all the trouble. A lot of save points in this city.
New in town? By the looks of you, you aren't here to buy my simple wares. Perhaps you can help me. I need someone who isn't afraid of a little danger.
Ooh, nice. Lucky with the curios there.
What sort of help do you need?
I'm expecting a shipment of clothing, and the caravan is late. It's not exactly bars of gold, but silk is pricey enough to tempt thieves. Out east of the city, there's a camp of Laskanzi, deserters from Jane Cassender's army. They're looting every caravan that passes by. I'm not the only merchant waiting for that shipment. I need someone to scare off those thieves. Or kill them, if need be.
I'll take the second.
Don't worry. We'll make sure the road is clear.
Thank you. I will, of course, make this worth your while. The thieves are camped near the road, east of the city, not far from the swamp. Good luck to you. I'll await your return.
Great. Let's go back and get her stuff. Oh, it seems like we'll level up from this, so not a bad deal. Сменихме ли или ти само я повъртя миналия път?
This should be a challenge.
Why are there leeches here? The hell?
One more down.
Take your time, cat. Nu poți să devin vecina la bateria de umbreze. Там не брат. Знаешь, что было плохо. Меня не разводишь, как всегда.
Sim. Bateria também não.
Просто отвори браузъра и после му такова. Не затваряйте кратко. Отвори браузъра. Раздвижи мишката. Съвсем конфигурата. Нещо се е бъгнало.
Да има няколко пъти такова. Лак, върте.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying that the MC is locked. That we can't give him the next level right now. Let's head more there. Yeah, I'm currently working on maxing out my physical MC as well. Thank you. Oops.
Back into the fray.
Thank you.
Wasn't really paying attention to my health. Anybody else still alive? Nope. Good. Makes me really curious what's gonna be the next main character weapon. Nah, that's his future husband.
My supplies arrived. Thank you, my friends. Here's half of what I stood to lose had you not helped me.
Thank you, lady.
Would you happen to have a sledgehammer? I'd like to experience walking with backward bending knees.
I can help with that. Yeah, the baseball bat is the most fun weapon I've had in a game in forever. This chick can change her form all she wants, but that baseball bat is the most fun.
A lady such as yourself deserves only the finest jewelry. Perhaps I can interest you in a talk? Set with diamonds? Or do you prefer rubies? Whatever your price range or preference, Pratt's Jewelers can satisfy your needs.
I highly doubt that. Oh, they're actually pretty fine quality.
So many unanswered questions of gravity. So few cats. Curse this city and its intolerance of animal cruelty.
Oh yeah, Kava's suitcase is also super fun. I was wondering how they're gonna make him a Claymore user because he totally can't lift one himself. I really like that the one comic strip where they had switched their weapons because they switched their visions, and Ao was like, "You can rest today, suitcase. I'll use this myself." Oh my god, that was so cute. And the suitcase was like, "Yay!" The site has been scratched and vandalized, but you can make a few words. Grand Chapter's house constructed by headquarters of the 10th Legion.
Legion folk. Haven't seen your kind around here since, well, bad memories and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not litter or excrete in alleyways.
Wait, what? Why is that even an option?
What sort of costume is that? Young people these days. Always dressing like thugs and harlots.
You're so lucky I can't use my skills in here.
Please do not litter or excrete in alleyways.
You know, each time you ask me that, it gets more and more tempting to actually do it.
We don't want any trouble with the Legion. This city's been prosperous these 30 years. We want to keep it that way.
Would you happen to have a sledgehammer? I'd like to experience walking with backward bending knees.
Damn, Stonebridge is big. This massive orrery depicts a classical view of the cosmos, according to scholars of Stonebridge Collegium. Like the other gears and machines in the city, it's strangely silent and motionless. The plaque reads, "The technological wonders of Stonebridge are powered by the great foundry which lies beneath the city. Long ago, the ovens and furnaces of the foundry were fed with coal, but now they are animate and alive, fueled by spirits and elemental fire. Each elemental is bound to a furnace or an oven, providing a source of intense heat. This heat turns water into steam, powering great underground engines and bridging the gears of Stonebridge to life. Bringing the gears." Yeah, Cat, it is awesome. Totally recommend trying out the game once it's available on PlayStation. Thanks for the hydrate. Welcome to the Meister Hall. No loitering, picketing, or protesting, please.
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug! Free the Krug!
Free the Krug! Isn't it just dreadful? They've locked up an innocent creature. This is an outrage.
You seem pretty upset about this.
If the Krug didn't do anything criminal, it has the same rights as a human or goblin. Humph. You can always judge a society by how it treats its downtrodden.
Have you thought the Krug might be safer behind bars?
My children would be safer if I locked them in the basement, but I wouldn't dream of doing that.
She has a point.
I should be going. Thanks for your time.
Carry on. Spread the word. Free the Krug.
I apologize, but the wise and beneficent Meisters of Stonebridge are not to be interrupted. Council is in session, and it is a closed session. Wastrels, Dullard, Nincompoop,
Free the Krug!
respectable persons such as yourself are asked to return at a later time. Thank you.
I am curious how much I can explore before I fix the chapter house. So many barrels taunting me because I can't smash them. Grrr.
Step right up, friend. I've got all manner of weapons and gear.
That you do. Yeah, I can't smash them in the city.
Not so fast, Legionnaire. None shall pass this gate without the express authorization of the wise and beneficent Meisters of Stonebridge.
I'll speak to the Meisters then.
Be advised, the wise and beneficent Meisters are reluctant to spend time in the company of wastrels.
Well, seems like this is as far as I can go before fixing the chapter house. Yeah, this game has a lot of words that make me go, what the fuck is that? Should I be offended?
Please do not litter or excrete in alleyways.
Stop making me want to excrete in your alleyways.
Please comply with all local laws and customs.
I have no idea, love. It looks very steampunky though, so probably a lot of reminds you of a lot of places and games. Oh, we're missing 4 books here too. We'll probably open up like the previous one. Have no idea, love. Have you ever played this game before, maybe?
What a mess. Jane and her mobs must have ransacked this place.
Aww. This skeletal corpse appears to be a legionnaire. He was probably killed when Jane Cassander and her mobs stormed the chapter house, and he has been lying here ever since. Why am I getting battle music already? So that's where Genshin got the spinning automatons idea from. Oh, they're just getting back up. That's interesting. Gonna take a wild guess that have to get in the middle there.
These are Legion sentinels. Ordinary weapons won't...
The 10th Legion was founded upon the principles of pillars: vigilant defense, reconciliation with our foes, allegiance with the crown, and something else. Just as these 4 pillars uphold allegiance, so do the 4 books guard this chapter house. If the books are not in place, the inner sanctum will be closed, and the guardians will slay those who trespass on our sacred ground. So now I have to look for book. sadly the game isn't yet available for the PlayStation, so even if you had space, it's currently off limits. Yeah, it is. It is available on mobile, but yeah. Honestly, they're way too big and too heavy for mobile. I don't know whose sick ass thinks that any of those games are playable on mobile. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, there are plenty of bugs and crashes and issues on PC as well, so I don't think how crazy you have to be to think that it will run on your phone. You know, I don't know what kind of magical phone you have to have for that to be able to run on it. Whoever makes them for PC, definitely for mobile, definitely doesn't have the average person's mobile phone.
Be on guard.
Yeah, exactly, Cat, exactly. I have no idea. I just know that my phone definitely can't handle that. Ouch.
Back into the fray.
Back to the fight.
Missed, but fucking stop attacking. Sheesh. Yeah, it would be pretty much unplayable on phone. No idea why that's even an option. If it can barely be played on PC and console, what the fuck do you think your phone can do with it? I'll never get why some people make games that are definitely not for phone and then say, hey, but it can be played on phone! No, it can't. In the year 1154, King Conrad signed a treaty with the goblins, granting them rights as citizens of Ebb. Most cities and towns immediately passed laws to prevent any goblins from settling in their midst. But in Stonebridge, Mayor Rupert Ketzler sensed an opportunity. Ketzler knew that the goblins were rich, so he invited them to settle in his city. Goblins poured into Stonebridge, spending their gold and buying up properties. Some of the people were angry at first, until they realized goblins' wealth could make them rich too. What followed was a golden age, as humans adopted goblin technology and Collegium was established to educate humans and goblins alike. Probably the most famous figure of the age was the legendary goblin Brimfollow, who single-handedly doubled the number of patents on file in the contracts office. By the time Mayor Ketzler died, having bought himself a noble title, not to mention the biggest manor in town, and was succeeded in office by his son, Stonebridge had become the richest city in Ebb. Many humans were now wealthy merchants exporting the products of goblin inventors to Glasserin, Bisselberg, and beyond. According to the oldest stories, Archons were spirits of fire shaped by the creator gods. They served the old gods as messengers and heralds, communing with mortals on God's behalf. The tales describe them as female, usually bearing a staff or a spear, with eyes of brilliant flame. At the dawn of the first age, the creator gods tumbled from the heavens, but the Archons seem to have outlived their masters. If the old accounts can be believed, they were said to wander the divine and mortal realms, seeking their lost gods. Ancient stories describe meetings between Archons and humans, in which an Archon helps a human right a wrong, or possess judgment over a human for a particularly wicked act. In a few rare stories, the Archon falls in love with a human male, but those stories almost never end well. The Stellar Emperors revered the Archons, viewing them as god ancestors of the imperial line. Empress in Yansha, who united the Ilian tribes and founded the Empire of Stars, was believed to be the offspring of an Archon and a tribal chief. All the later emperors claimed descent from her, and thus from the Archon as well. Of course they did. So the empires and emperors do. They claim to be something they're not. Wasn't this gate supposed to be, like, not working?
Another causeway. I didn't terribly enjoy the first one. Probably forgot to mention that before, trying to impress you and all.
Lucas, take the causeway back to Rukenval. Tell Odo and Martin that we've reclaimed the chapter house and bring them back here.
Right. Best way to overcome my dislike of causeways. Spend a lot of time in them alone.
Good
I'll
luck,
keep
Lucas.
my eyes ahead and try not to look down. Shouldn't take long.
Remember this place. It hasn't changed so much.
We heard rumors of a battle in the swamp. Royalists against Jane Cassinda. What news? You weren't caught up in any trouble, I hope.
The rumors of a battle were true. Most of the royal army are dead, but we met their general, a man called Devonsey.
Devonsey? You're sure that was his name?
30 years ago, Finn Devonsey was one of us. Master of the Legion chapter house in Glacier. And he called himself by a different name. A Legion name.
He called himself by another name? What was it?
Bohemond. An old and respectable name. He wasn't born to the Legion, so he took the name after he joined. My father knew him. Spoke well of him.
When the Legion was accused of murdering the king, Devonsey renounced his vows and quit the Legion. Insisted that the charges were true. Stubborn man, strong conscience. Best tactical mind in the Legion, too.
Devonsey turned his back on the Legion. We can't be expected to take him back.
No, perhaps not. But he'd still be useful as an ally.
If we seal an alliance with the Royal Court, we prove that Ebb has a future. People would rally behind us. Last I heard, the Queen had retreated to the Glitterdelve mine.
That's where Jane will be going, too. If she gets her hands on the Queen, our war is lost.
How do we know that the Royalists will talk to us?
We don't. They probably still believe that the Legion murdered the old king.
Odo's right. They may be wary of us, but we have truth on our side.
Okay, so Jane told everybody that the Legion killed the king. Then she went off killing everything related to the king. And they still believe her word from 30 years ago that the Legion killed the king? What?
Devonsey mentioned the Queen more than once. What's her name?
Rosalind. She'd be, what, 17 years old by now? Last of the royal line. Jane Cassinda would like nothing better than to capture the girl. With Rosalind caught or dead, resistance dries up and Stonebridge stands alone.
What's the fastest road to Glitterdelve?
Glitterdelve Mine is a long march from here, many days on foot. Take the causeway instead. The Legion had an outpost not far from the mines. Must have been a causeway there, too, and I doubt the gate was ever sealed.
We'll try to find the royal court then. Is there anyone else who might join us?
The Meisters, the merchant lords of Stonebridge. They'd be powerful friends.
Friends? These people believe Jane's lies. They murdered our brothers and sisters. No reason to think they'll embrace us now.
No reason to think they won't, if we show ourselves worthy of trust. At least the Meisters could tell us if any Legionnaires survived.
So the Meisters govern Stonebridge? Are they nobility?
Nobility? Far from it. They're the richest men in the city. Merchants, bankers, bureaucrats. Stonebridge calls itself a republic now. Ever since the old king died, and the people drove out the last Lord Mayor.
Any idea where I can find the Meisters?
Probably at the old mayoral office, on the main square. I'm told it was converted into a great public hall where the Meisters hold court.
Jane is probably besieging the mines by now. The Meisters can wait.
Up to you. Martin and I will trust in your decision, and we'll be here if you need us.
let's loot this level 2. The caverns of Glitterdale were first described in the journals of the famous imperial cartographers Fedrir and Clars. After the founding of Ebb, dwarves migrated to this region, and they extended the natural caverns into a vast network of mining tunnels, discovering iron, coal, precious metals, and gems. The wealth of the Glitterdale financed the growth of the early kingdom and transformed the city of Stonebridge, which laid down water from the mines, into a major trading hub. In the middle of the 10th century, the miners dug deep enough to unleash explosive vapors, which rapidly accumulated in the tunnels, causing the Great Blast of 943. Hundreds of miners were killed, and most of the existing tunnels and caverns collapsed. The legend of the Gold Sniffer Mags, the pack mule who saved the lives of several trapped miners, dates from this event. Oh yeah, I remember the statue of the mule in front of the mines. It was cute. Following the Great Blast, the dwarves were forced to dig all their tunnels anew, and in doing so, they reinvented the art of mining. Dwarven geomancers built a vast magical system, the Stone Stream, to regulate the flow of water and air through the mines, preventing the buildup of explosive gas. This system is still in place today. Long ago, the Legion established the Crypts of the Sacred Blood as the most honored burial site in Ebb. Kings and queens were laid to rest alongside Legion heroes and martyrs of the Azunite faith. Perhaps inevitably, wealthy commoners wanted to be buried in this hallowed ground as well. They paid for the privilege to establish their own family tombs, connected to the growing underground complex. After the Sec resurgence, this practice became more and more commonplace until the crypt had become a vast underground labyrinth, stretching throughout the northern farmlands, and no one knew all its twistings and turnings. In time, the crypts were extended beneath the town of Stonebridge, stopping only when they finally met the Great Foundry. Wealthy citizens of Stonebridge still entombed their dead in the crypts, expanding the tunnels in new directions when they run out of space. Officially, the crypts are maintained by no one, so all manner of vermin and undesirables can be found within. Many tunnels have collapsed, and some sections are now cut off from the rest. I wouldn't want to be buried there if anybody can loot my grave. Ebb was colonized by settlers from the Empire of Stars, so most of its human citizens are descended from the two ethnic groups that formed the core of the Old Empire, the Elon and the Versk. The sovereigns of the Empire were of Elon descent, as were most of the original founders of the 10th Legion. The oldest and most distinguished Legion families are almost exclusively Elon. Their traditional culture values both intellectual and martial pursuits, while eschewing most manual labor except for farming. All the Elion families have names like Montmorency or Giscard, and some reference place names like Dumarny and Dublanc. The Versk, on the other hand, are renowned as craftsmen and artisans, occupations and their secrets tend to be passed from one generation of family to the next, so that particular lineages are known as supremely talented shipbuilders, sculptors, goldsmiths, and the like. Old Versk families continue to reside in Stonebridge and in the southern port of Bisselberg. They have names like Glimmerhaus, Midzerzun, and Getzler, and their ancient language can still be heard in archaic words like Drakenweir or Rukenval. Yeah, the developers of this game were really digging it deep inside some dictionary, honestly. So many words make me scratch my head. The so-called burgs of the coast are a collection of towns that lie south and east of Castle Ebb. Originally settled by Versk mariners who sailed down Ebb's eastern coast in imperial days, the burgs are more cosmopolitan than the Rukenval and the farmlands of the west. For centuries, they carried on a brisk monsoon trade with the dryers of Graylin Isle and the goblins of Gonsier. Largest and oldest of the burgs is Bisselberg, formerly the holy seat of the Azunite Church before Jane Cassandra built her spire. Youngest of the towns is Drakenberg, which sprang up at the edge of the Dragon's Wraith after the death of the old Scorch. Drakenberg has achieved great wealth by exploiting the previously untouched mineral wealth of the Wraith, and it has considerable population of goblins. The burgs provide most of Jane Cassandra's manpower, including priests and lay soldiers. These towns are heavily under Azunite sway, and their populations are generally zealous in their faith. It should come with a thesaurus. Yeah, I agree. It totally should. Hey, what's that guy doing inside my chapter house? The hell, dude? Get the fuck out. Who are you?
Begging your pardon, but I was asked to speak to you. To tell the truth, the circumstances were rather unusual.
Actually, he looks like the dapper gentleman thing from the wanted posters.
All right. Tell me why you're here.
Years ago, I served as butler to a Legion commander, Etienne Dumarnet. When the Legion fell, it was said that my employer died in Stonebridge, killed by Jane and her mobs. But that was a lie. Dumarnet fled north, to the Abbey of St. Hiram, at the edge of the Erenoi Desert. He was seeking something there, but he never told me what it was.
Did you tell anyone else about this?
No one. I swore that I would keep silent, and I did. As far as I know, Dumane didn't tell any of the other household servants where he was going. So you are the first to hear of this.
Do you have any idea what he might have been after?
No. But the abbey was built upon an ancient site. It's surrounded by ruins, and they date from the time of the Old Empire. Dumane's family could trace their line back to the founding of Ebb. Perhaps they knew something about the place that others have forgotten.
After all these years, are you sure he isn't dead?
I must confess, I assumed he was dead. Caught by Jane Cassinda or slain by brigands in the desert. But now... A few nights ago, I had a dream. A child appeared before me. A boy with golden hair. He assured me that Dumane had reached the abbey. The boy said that he is still there, waiting for his comrades. Waiting for you.
You're sure he meant me?
He spoke of you by name. I know it sounds mad, but... The boy was no mere dream. I believe that Dumane may still be alive, and I beg you to seek him out.
You're still loyal to this man, even after so many years?
Lord Dumane was a good man, uncommonly kind. When he fled, he divided his fortune among his servants. It was more than any of us could have earned in a lifetime. I used those coins to buy a house in Stonebridge, and I haven't had to work in all the years since. Dumane didn't have to provide for us, but he did. And I am not the sort of man who forgets a debt, or a kindness.
We don't abandon our own. We'll go to the Abbey, and see if Dumarne is still there.
Dumane was famous in his time. His name alone could win us friends in the south.
The Abbey is a long way from here, many weeks on foot. The child said you could take the causeway. He told me you'd know what that means.
Makes sense. The Legion must have built a causeway to the desert to keep an eye on our border.
Then I've done as the child asked, and I will entrust the matter to you. If you find Dumane, tell him he is not forgotten. His old retainers and friends still honor his family's name, and we will welcome his return.
Aww, that was actually sweet. Okay, with this though, I will be saving the game and wrapping up the stream. Wonder where I should take us today. I had an option, but it seems my option is about to raid out. The rest, either have too many viewers already or don't really visit them that much to go there. Okay, I'm open for suggestions if anybody has any idea who we can raid today. If not, we might just end up not raiding either. Cat. I'm not writing myself and I'm not doing a double stream today. Well, we tried to watch Cosmander last time. It doesn't seem like she's about to raid out today, so